Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. If this is the first time that you're joining us, to say a very big welcome. In today's video I'm going to be talking about why a lot of people actually leave China. When I came to China, the one thing that a lot of people kept talking about was the disadvantages of China, blah 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 blah. Personally, for me, when I get to meet someone that's talking about something or talking about someone, I always like to experience it for myself. I like to observe to see why are those people saying all these things, what is the reason, why are they saying they don't like China, blah blah blah. But I now notice that these same people who would always talk about China, when it's time for them to want to graduate, you see that they are doing all they would do to stay back in China. And I feel like, but you say you don't like this place, so why are you struggling to stay back? Now, I'm going to tell you why people don't get to stay back. Even when they want to stay, they don't get to stay. And even when maybe they have opportunity to stay, they want to go back. I'm going to be telling you reasons why that happened. The number one reason, obviously, is the language barrier. In China, they speak Chinese. Very, very few people speak English. I mean, very few people. Like, even in my school, when I mean people speak Chinese, I mean, like, they speak Chinese. Even when you go to the supermarkets and you're trying to buy something, they are speaking Chinese to you. They don't know English. And you can't blame them. They're in China, they're in their country, and their language is Chinese. It's you now in your own country that decided to learn English. You are learning someone else's language. That's why you know English. But at the end of the day, these people speak Chinese. Chinese is their language. So if you come to their country, you are expected to know that you have to at least understand basic Chinese before you can be able to communicate with people, especially with the Chinese people. So this is the reason why a lot of people struggle, because of they don't know how to speak Chinese. They don't know the Mandarin. I know that when you come here, there are different methods that you can actually use to learn the language. So I won't really scare you. Personally for me, I'm still learning. It's a process. You can't say you're perfect, but there are some people that are really, really good. Like, I even feel like most of the bachelors, they are so good. Like when they came to China, they learned the language 1 year, and you see them speaking Chinese as if no, it is their mother tongue. Oh my God! Wow! Why some of us that we have been here studying this Chinese, we are still here studying it. So it just depends on you. Like, if you know that you are someone that it's so easy for you to learn language is not something that is difficult for you. Like, you're good. Like, when you start studying Chinese, you're good. I would advise you, come. Apply for scholarship. There are so many scholarships you can actually apply for. The CSC scholarship, I can actually still leave a link down below. If you want to apply for the scholarship, you can apply. And I will advise you, if you want to know how to speak Chinese, try to apply for the Chinese speaking course, because it's going to help your Chinese. Even though it's very difficult to actually study in Chinese, it is difficult. I am doing it, so I'm telling you the truth. It is very difficult, but it will help you. It will help you know Chinese, because you will do 1 year Chinese, 1 year intensive Chinese. It's not just basic Chinese. You will do intensive Chinese, because you're coming to actually do your course in Chinese. You're going to be sitting down with the Chinese people. So for a few period of years, you probably will not be understanding what the teacher is saying. But the way the system works, I feel like they know how they do these things to also help internationals. If you work hard, work on your Chinese, work hard on your studies, it will help you. It can help you, you know. But you will just know that when you are studying in Chinese and you're doing your major, it's almost as if you're learning two things. You are learning your major, you are learning Chinese. It's very difficult. I'm not even going to lie to you. But at the end of the day, it's still for your own good. It's going to help you. When you see Chinese language, you see the characters, because that's what the Chinese language is the characters. When you see the Chinese characters, you can be able to read it, understand it, and also it also help you know how to speak Chinese and understand Chinese, you know. So yeah, that's another reason why a lot of people don't get to stay back in China, because most of them even do their course in English. They don't do their course in Chinese. And even though they do their course in English, they don't try to improve their Chinese, or improve your Chinese. Even me, that I even did my course in Chinese, my Chinese is still not good. I'm still improving. I'm still trying to study. Like, you can never know it all. Like, when you study English, how many years did it take you? Even for them that studied English, they did English. Oh, let me not tell you that they don't know English. They know English. They studied English till around their maybe 13 years or something. But they can hear, right? Oh, no, I don't think they can hear, but they can read. They can read. Most of them can actually read English, but they cannot understand you when you're speaking English. So most of the Chinese people actually studied English, but it's still really difficult for them when you are speaking to them. They don't understand what you're saying, and they cannot also speak, Second reason why a lot of people don't get to stay back in China, where a lot of people relocate to another country, is because there's nothing like permanent residency here in China. It's not like Canada or all these countries that, yes, you can come, apply, and get permanent residency. It's not like that here. You cannot get permanent residency just like that. Even though you marry a Chinese man or you marry a Chinese woman, you cannot just get citizenship. Like, I don't know whether someone can get permanent residency, because I'm beginning to ask myself, how can you not get permanent residency even when you marry Chinese? Maybe you can get permanent residency, but that's citizenship. Even though you want to marry a Chinese man or woman, you will never get it. I'm just trying to tell myself, I'm trying to reason that this whole permanent residency, there's no how if you marry a Chinese you can't get it. I feel like you have to be able to get that, right? But a lot of people don't really say that it's possible anyway, so I don't know. So yeah, a lot of people who come here, stay in China, it's not easy to get permanent residency. Before you can even get to stay back in China, you need to be doing something here, like get a job. If you're able to get a job, good for you. Get a work visa, you can be able to stay. Maybe student visa, you can be able to stay. This is how people stay back in China. They get a job, and then with their work visa they stay back in China, or they get to study, and with a student visa they get to stay back in China. But apart from that, and also if you get married to a Chinese person, I think you can also get that kind of visa and stay back in China. But apart from that, I don't know any other way you can get to stay back. Like, permanent residency, citizenship is not a sure thing for you as an international, and it's very understandable, because if it was so easy to get like citizenship, permanent residency, you see a lot of people wanting to come to China, because who does not want to stay here? This place is so secure. Like, China is very secure and everything, so who doesn't want to stay here, right? But that permanent, people want that permanent residency. A lot of people want it, even though they want to go back to their country. They want to have a permanent residence or have that citizenship thing, so that it's be so easy for them to come to another country. Just in case anything happens. That's two visa something is gold. It's gold for some people. If they're able to get that permanent residency or citizenship something, it is gold. Some people, if assuming it was easy to get in China, I'm sure there are so many people who will even come here, give birth here, So yeah, it's not so easy. A lot of people don't like that, so they like to go back. And also, that's the reason why I feel like your boss, like if you are working and you get a work visa, your boss is the one that is helping your life, because the moment your boss just say, bam, I sack you, hey, and then your visa is about to expire, you are in trouble. You are in big trouble. You will go back. You need to work hard. Yeah, you see some people, they put in their all, work really hard, so that they can be able to stay back. Another way to even stay back is through registering your business. Like, if you have a business, because China, they want entrepreneurs, they want people who will come and invest, right? They like business, this thing. So if now you have like a business, you come and invest in China, you can stay back. Yeah, I know someone the people who applied through this whole entrepreneurship thing, but I don't know if it's easy to get it. But yeah, there are people who have companies and they work here in China. Yeah, you can also use that form to stay back in China. The third reason why a lot of people want to leave China is because, what are they doing here? Like the moment they finish school, they want to go back home. Why? I don't know. Some people don't have any reason. Maybe they want to go back to their family. That is why they are going back home. Another reason why I feel like a lot of people get to leave China is because being in China can actually be lonely. I am telling you the truth. As an international, it can be lonely. Let us not even deceive ourselves here. Being here can be lonely if you don't have the right group of friends, the right group of people. It's not even easy to make the right group of friends in this place. Let me not lie. It's very rare. Like when you find good friends, hold them tight. Hold them tight, because it is not easy to find. When you find it, hold it. I know why I'm saying this. Hold it. I'm holding tight, my friends, because God gave them to me. But anyway, there are a lot of good international people here. Let me not come and be saying there are a lot of good internationals here. But a lot of people, they are very lonely, you know, because apart from the internationals, you want to relate with Chinese people, and it's not so easy to actually relate with Chinese people like that because of the language barrier. If you don't know how to speak Chinese, how will you now want to make Chinese friends? How would you want to communicate with them? They will not understand what you're saying. Even though a lot of Chinese people, they love English, they want to know how to speak English, they love this whole English thing, but still it's not easy to communicate with them if you don't know how to speak Chinese. A lot of Chinese people want to make friends with internationals because they want to learn how to speak English. If you're able to get that kind of friend who will teach you Chinese while you teach her English, it's really good. It's really, really good. But can you stay back here? It's not easy, because when you're going to apply for your visa and they chase you from here, you have to go. You have to go. So people like me, we are just putting our mind that we are going home. I don't want to deceive myself. When people say, "Are you coming home?" I am coming home, because if I say, "Oh, okay, I'm staying back," and something happens, I don't stay back, it will not be like what I lie, because you can never know. You can really never know. But with people, a lot of people use education. You see, some people even apply to learn language to stay in China. There's so many people who just want to stay back in China. They just want to work in China, and they use, "Oh, I'm trying to learn Chinese. Oh, I'm trying to learn English. Oh, I'm trying to learn this to stay back." You need to be doing something here. You cannot just stay here and you're not doing anything. That's not how China works. You have to be doing something. It's not like other countries that you can just apply for permanent residency, apply for citizenship, you get it just by application. It doesn't work here. Some people that I have heard that, I heard though, I did not see it, but I heard that there are some people who get admission to study in China and they will still be denied visa. There's some people who will even get work. Yes, you can get work, and then they will still deny you visa even as they're in China. So let me tell you, it's strict. Like, getting a visa is strict. I remember when I was back in Nigeria, and then when I went to the bank and I was trying to like talk with my accounts, the person that was handling my accounts, and I was telling the person that, "Oh, I'm traveling to China," and the person was in shock. He said, how did you get China visa?
No, Jordan. Holt's collection plate is never empty.
And I was looking at the man like, is it that hard? Because me, I really did not know so much about China. I told you guys, when I was coming to China, I did not know so much about China. I never even do research to even know that these people speak Chinese language. That is how bad I did not know so much about China. It was when I came to China that I started, knowing about China, about Chinese people, because now I'm learning the language, I'm learning their culture. I started knowing so much about China. But before I was coming here, I didn't know anything about China. So the person was like, "How did you get the visa?" And I'm like, it's not just visa. If you apply, you get now. Hey, I didn't know it was that hard. Even people back home, it is hard to get visa here. Even the people here, it is still not easy to maintain the visa that you've gotten. It takes grace and so many other things. That even for the Chinese students, for them to get jobs, I see them hustling for so many things so that they can get opportunity to work and do things. Another reason why people get to leave is religion. Religion benefits. Back home, there's so many churches. Like, you will just drive, you will see church. Drive, you will see church. That's how my country is in Nigeria. But here, in a country with millions of people, you probably just find like 3 churches or 2 churches. Like, churches, not easy to find. Mosque, I don't think so. Like, because they are not religious kind of people, so many people get to go back because they can't find the church that suits them, or something, the religion that suits them. It's not here. So you see that they get to go back home, and it's not even easy to say you want to start a church in China. I don't think it's easy. I think it's allowed because some people still have their churches, but there are some rules and there are some things that you have to do for you to be able to have a well-functioning church in China. So especially for when I came, I was like, oh, let's start a Redeemed church. There was one guy who was a Redeemer, and he was also in my school, and I was like, Kai, why don't we start Redeemed church here, But I don't know. I don't think it just works like that you can just start a church like that. I don't think it works like that. But so far, so good. I've been doing online service. I've been connecting with my YouTube channel to connect to some churches, and it has been a good something for me. Another reason why I feel like a lot of people leave China is because of so many social media platforms. You have to use VPN. Like, there are so many things that are locked when you're in China. They have their own Baidu, they have their WeChat, they have their own things. So you see Google, you see YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all these platforms. You can't use them here in China. You can only use VPN. Use VPN to access all these things. And some of these VPN, they are free, and some they are not free. So you see, final reason why I feel a lot of people leave China is when you are doing the wrong things in your courts. There are so many people here, let me not deceive you, that are here through dubious means. Some people, their visa has expired and they have run to hide. Though I don't know where they ran to. There are so many people that get to leave through them being caught doing some illegal things. Like, if you're doing drugs, or maybe your visa have expired and you did not get to renew your visa, maybe you did not get to renew your visa, you ran away. All those kind of things will make them deport you back home. And if you're a student, you have a student visa, you cannot work. If you are caught, you will be deported. You'll be deported. So yes, as a student, even personally for me, I'm not working. I know that there are some actually students that still get to work, but if they catch you, you will be deported. So these are the things, these are the reasons why people get to go back. Because even some students, when they are coming to study abroad, someone like me as a grown-up, I'm supposed to be working and making some money, and then you come to a country that does not allow you to work. Some people, even when they even start their studies, they will even leave their studies and go to another country where they allow them work. Because how would they feed? How would they send money home? There's so many things that they want to do, back home. Even though you can have a scholarship and be getting some certain amount of money, that China pay you every month. What of those people that don't have scholarships? There are some people that don't have scholarships. Then how do you now want them to, be able to feed themselves, take care of themselves and everything? So I think these are just some of the reasons why you see a lot of people say, you know what, I can't do this. I am but going back home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.